I'm glad to welcome Ms. Jehad Kazim, the exercise director of the Dubai International Arbitration Centre in St. Petersburg, on this impressive event. Ms. Jehad, how your arbitration centre is feeling nowadays after 30 years of providing services on the market?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me. DIAC was established in 1994, and as you rightly said, we have now completed around 31 years. I must say that we've come a long way. In these 3 decades, we have matured a lot, and we've become a very resilient arbitration center. We gained a lot of experience, I would say, in terms of the cases that we have administered. So throughout these 3 decades, we administered more than 5,000 cases with a combined value of more than 100 billion dirhams. So that's, I think, around equivalent to 27 billion US dollars. And very good to see how the center has evolved over the years. We are a truly international arbitration center. We are seeing that arbitrations under the DIAC banner are becoming increasingly international in nature, involving parties from different legal systems, countries, and linguistic backgrounds. To just give you a little bit more background about this, the parties to arbitrations commenced under the DIAC arbitration rules originated from 48 countries in 2022. In 2023, parties were from around 49 countries, and last year we had parties from 53 countries. Parties from Europe, Asia, Africa, Americas, and so on. So we are seeing that a lot of parties, whether businesses, organizations, or individuals, are resorting to DIAC. We can say that we have established a very credible and reliable dispute resolution mechanism within DIAC, and we are very excited what the future holds for the center.
As far as I understand, the caseload is provided mostly by the entities of the United Arab Emirates.
Yes, more or less, but we're seeing a bit of more cases from international parties. 70%, I would say, parties to the DIAC arbitrations are from United Arab Emirates, but then we have around 30% of parties who are outside United Arab Emirates. And as I said, they come from different parts from Europe, Africa, Asia, and Americas. As an institution, we also have few cases where both parties are from outside the United Arab Emirates, and they have chosen DIAC to administer their arbitration, as well as they have chosen Dubai as a seat. We believe that with the increase of the foreign investments and with the increase and expansion of trade and commerce, and of course with the bilateral investment treaties and comprehensive economic partnership agreements, with the globalization, we will see more and more international parties. As an institution, we are very diverse, and that's why you see that we have a very diverse case management team to support parties from different parts of the world. We also have a very diverse arbitration court, around 13 members in the arbitration court representing 11 nationalities. We also have a court member from Russia.
Okay, and are there participants of dispute resolution from Russia or Russia-related participants?
Well, yes, we have cases. If you read our annual report for the year 2023, we had parties from Russia. And if you want to know more about which countries most of them come from, I would say the top 5 are Saudi Arabia, United Kingdom, India, Qatar, and USA.
Which areas of dispute resolution are in demand among participants?
Arbitration is the most popular form of resolving disputes. We do offer conciliation, we do offer mediation, but arbitration is the leading form of resolving disputes. And in terms of sectors and industries, we think that we're seeing a lot of cases coming from construction and real estate, given that this sector is a leading sector, not only in the UAE, but also in the wider region. But there are cases now that are from the different sectors such as banking and finance, technology, education, healthcare, energy, as well as hospitality and tourism. So there is now a lot of businesses and organizations who are working in different fields are resorting to arbitration.
And how dispute resolution process is organized at the arbitration center? I mean, are there any integrated innovations such as artificial intelligence technologies, digital platforms, and etc.?
Historically, we had a very traditional way of cases that were applied to DIAC mostly through emails. So any party wishing to commence arbitration under the DIAC rules should submit a request, and that request should contain all the relevant information of the parties, including their nationalities, their contact information, as well as information about the claimant's representative, if any. The request should also include the agreement to arbitrate. It should also include relevant information such as brief about the nature and the circumstances of the dispute, as well as a preliminary statement of relief sought and the estimate of the amount claimed in dispute. A statement of claim can also be accompanied. So all these requirements are needed to submit a request, and that's in accordance with Article number 4 of the DIAC arbitration rules. And as I said, parties have to submit through emails. However, we have last year, at the end of last year, we announced our strategic partnership with Opus 2, who is a leader in legal software and hearing services. And so I would say very soon in July, we will be launching state-of-art digital platform through which all participants to DIAC arbitrations will be connected, from parties to the legal representatives to the neutrals, as well as the DIAC secretariat. The case management system will provide features such as e-filing, registration of cases, and document submission, and so on. At the moment, this will be the phase one. The next phase would be adding artificial intelligence features within the system. That will be the phase two of the project. We think that AI is very useful if used in the right way. And of course, that's needed because it can help us to enhance the efficiency and efficacy of our services. And also, automation does help to cut a lot of administrative tasks from our case management team, because we are seeing a lot of cases now in terms of the growth of the cases. So AI and technology can really help you to increase your productivity while maintaining the number of resources within the organization. We will be also launching hearing services in collaboration with Opus 2 that will be supported by features such as e-bundling, electronic presentation of evidences, and real-time transcriptions, and so on.
Which law the arbitration center participants of dispute resolutions prefer most of all? Is there an opportunity to choose, for example, Russian law?
The main essential aspect of arbitration, and which makes it very attractive, that arbitration is a creature of contract. Whatever parties agree to and whatever they wish to incorporate in their dispute resolution clause, they can. In terms of the applicable law, I would say the laws of Dubai and United Arab Emirates were the most frequent contractual choices of law, followed by laws of England and Wales, as well as the laws of DIFC, Abu Dhabi, if you look at our annual report for the year 2023. We also have cases where parties have chosen the Russian laws. So we have a very diverse portfolio of cases where parties have chosen different applicable laws.
That's really great. And are there problems with the enforcement of awards of the Dubai Arbitration Centre?
Well, I think when we talk about enforcement, it's something that is common and can affect all arbitration centers. I don't think it will be only limited to DIAC. But if we look at the overall picture, the United Arab Emirates is a signatory to the New York Convention. And so enforcement of awards is very easy. We have a very strong legal framework, and I would say the courts are very arbitration friendly, and they are demonstrating great willingness to support arbitration and, of course, enforcement. But what happens is, in certain cases, you have parties sometimes who can challenge different aspects of arbitration, and that can affect the enforcement. So it could sometimes delay the enforcement, or the award can be put aside. But I think that is a case-to-case basis. We cannot and should not generalize enforcement issues, because that depends on the circumstances of each and every case. But in general, enforcements are much easier than before. Compared to 20 years or 15 years, I think we're seeing a lot of recognition towards the use of arbitration. And that's why you see many institutions and many businesses, many individuals are resorting to arbitration. The numbers speak for themselves. And so I personally feel that in some industries and in some sectors, arbitration has now become a primary mode of dispute resolution. And you can't even think of it as an alternative dispute resolution anymore, to be honest, in certain sectors.
Well, definitely. I would agree at this point. Thank you so much for coming, and we wish you good luck. And I hope we may get back to our conversation to proceed with the issues next year in St. Petersburg. And I hope the weather will be much better.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for inviting me. I love the place and very positive energy here. I was told that we have around 2,000 or 3,000 participants in the forum.
Well, the numbers are growing.
Yes, but it's really good to see so much interest. We think that we have a lot in common, and especially when we talk about UAE and Russia, we have a very strong economic relationship. And so especially that UAE has become part of BRICS, so that also has deepened our economic relations. And I think arbitration is extremely important to support businesses. And as arbitral institutions, we need to ensure that we are providing access to justice. And we, as I said, we do have cases from parties who are from Russia, and they have even chosen Russian laws as inapplicable laws. And one of the things that we are also launching is the translation of the DIAC arbitration rules into 5 languages. One of them is Russian. That will be next month. It will be available on our website as well.
Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.